Okay, ice cream. Who wants some ice cream? Okay, today we're gonna draw an ice cream and an ice cream cone. And we're gonna start, let's start with the shape. So usually, here, let me draw it on the back of this paper. Usually you guys would probably know the basic shapes and it would look something like this. Like a cone shape, okay? And then boop. All right. So that's what your ice cream looks like. There. But we're not gonna do it like that. We're gonna add a little more detail, okay? So let's get started. So our ice cream is gonna be a little bit different today, so it's gonna take a little bit more time. So let's get started. Today I'm using the Faber-Castells, and why I'm using it because you could erase it if you make a mistake. If you don't, I want you to use maybe a 2B pencil. A 2B pencil. And make sure you, when you're drawing it, draw really lightly. Even lighter than me, okay? Because right now I'm doing this so you can see it. But if I'm not drawing it for you, I draw it a lot lighter. So draw it super light so you can barely see it. Let's add more light here. So there we go. So again, let's go for our basic shape. Okay, we got some kind of ice cream here. All right, and then the cone here. And then the line would be kind of right there. And then here's the waffle. And you know what? Here. If you ever seen a waffle cone, it's like wrapped. It's like a cone, and it's like it looks kind of like this. Okay, it's like, whoa, where'd it go? So it's like the shape. Okay, and you see that line right there? So we're gonna add a little bit more detail to it today. So where are we? Okay. Let's come back to our paper here. So let's add that line right here. Okay. So this is where they wrap that cone. It's gonna be a little bit thicker right here. Okay. Let's add these waffle lines. So it's not exactly straight. It's kind of like wrapping around this line. So you're creating this line here, so it's going along that line. So not like a perfectly straight line. And then here, so this one's actually on a different pattern. So let's go a little bit straight like this. There, you could tell it's like two different layers right there. Okay, now we're gonna draw the ice cream. Let's have it melting a little bit. So it's kind of like running over the cone. Let's add some wave. Let's add like a big drip right here. There we go. Let's add a few wavy lines here. A little bit of wavy lines there. Here. And there we go. Okay. There. We don't want the ice cream to look perfect because that's not a realistic ice cream. It's not like a perfect circle. Okay, now we have kind of the basic shape. Okay, now let's here, there's two ways we could do it. Let's use a black marker and let's add these lines to it. So I'm gonna start adding these black lines. Whoa. Okay, so it's a little bit rounded off right here. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna add a little line right here. You see that? So you can see like a thick, the cone's a little bit thick. There we go. Let's add some of those waffle lines. There. All right. Okay. Now let's draw the ice cream because it kind of runs over the cone. Those wavy lines, and this is a big drip right here. There we go. There. All right. Okay. Oh, let's finish the waffle lines over here. There. Now, next thing, let's take an eraser and let's, okay, make sure it's dry. Okay, I think it's dry. Now let's erase these lines, the pencil lines. We don't want that when we color. Okay, there we go. Make sure you shake it off clean. I'll vacuum the floor later or sweep it. A little bit right here. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna do some coloring, but I want you to keep this in mind. So when you color something, you want the light. You want to show where the light's coming from. So you want the light coming from this way or this way. So when you look at the light, look at this. Okay, look. You see this? So you see the light, it's coming from this side, okay? The light's coming from here, and then you see the shadow over here. And it's a very soft light. So the shadow's kind of blurry right there. Here, let me show you another one. If I use my phone and you see those sharp lines right here? Okay, those are hard shadows, okay? And it looks a lot, see? So wherever the light moves, you have a different shadow. See, you have a different shadow over here, shadow over, oopsie, I'm covered right here. So anyway, we want some shadows, and but the shadow is not completely black, so you kind of see it's kind of gray right there. So it's kind of like a gradient. It kind of fades out over here. So that's what we're gonna do right now when we color. So if you don't understand, don't worry, I will show you, okay? So first of all, let's think of what kind of flavor we want up here. So let's have, let's go for strawberry. Let's pick a pink. I got pink here, okay? And the cone will be brown. Let's have a brown. Let's have another brown. Let's have a dark brown and a light brown, and then also let's have a darker pink right here, okay? Let's add another pink. How many pinks do you have? This should be good for now, okay? All right, so let's start coloring. Let's do the cone first. So remember, we said the light. So let's have this side dark. I'm gonna say the light's coming from up here. It's like boom. Okay, if the light's coming from here, there should be kind of like a line right about, let's say right here. I'm gonna draw a very light line here, and then a light line over here. Right here. Okay, So this part's going to be light. This part's going to be dark, okay? Same here. This side of the cone is going to be darker. And this is going to be lighter, okay? So I'm going to gently... So when you color, use the side of your pencil like this, okay? Well, not straight up like this, or else the lines will be very hard. And that will be really hard to control. You want a very nice, soft coloring line. Color. You want to put a nice, soft layer of color. Soft color. So not only do I want this color to be on here, I want it to be a nice, thin layer, but I want it gradient. So we want it kind of dark on this side, okay? And it's gonna go up, 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 and it's gonna be lighter over here, okay? And then it's gonna be dark here, okay? So you want it dark and then slowly get lighter over here. So what we could also do is we have another brown right here. Let's be careful with this darker brown. I'm going to let's make a, so use it at an angle and slowly move up. Slowly move upwards, okay? So I'm slowly moving upward, up this way. I want it here. Let's make it even darker over here. You want it the darkest at the bottom, right here. And you want to move it up. This takes practice, okay? So you have to really relax your hand right up here, okay? And you know what? The ice cream's kind of covering the cone, so there might be a little bit of shadow right here too. So let's add a little bit of shadow over here, okay? Just a little bit. Oopsies. Maybe I added too much. Let's put a layer of light brown there. There we go. Wow, that's looking really good. This looks like a really yummy cone. Okay. All right. There we go. There, we have our cone done. Now let's move on to the ice cream. So same thing. Let's have, like, this side will be a lot darker, right? Remember, gently. What you don't want to see is a straight line like this. That looks really not good. And it's going to be really hard to blend the color in. Luckily, my pencil crayons here, I could erase it. I'm not sure about yours. These ones are special. You don't want the hard straight line. So you want to be very, very gentle and color at an angle. Very light lines, okay? Okay, so this might be a little bit tricky because there's these different shapes. So I want the dark shadows kind of like wrapping around this shape. Okay, so you see my hand, like you see little dark shadows too, because it's not like It's not like flat. It's not like flat like this, okay? You don't see a nice, nice, beautiful shape of light, like light and dark, okay? Because there's little different shapes that pop up. So we're gonna put different shadows in different places, like here. So this top part, this ice cream is a little bit harder than the cone. You know what? I want to do a little bit, a little white line right here. So there's another light coming from behind. Let's put a little bit, some blotches of dark spots right here and there, because it's not a perfect shape. It's not a smooth shape. There's little bumps here and there, so there. And that's our ice cream. And you know what? Sometimes I like to put a little bit of shine. And I'll show you what I mean. So I have this white marker. And how we make some shine is we add white to it. So I'm gonna add, so you see this? I'll put a nice spot right there. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of shine right there. I'm gonna add a little bit of white right here. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of white right around the edge right here. Maybe right here, okay? This is a really shiny ice cream. A small spot right there. Okay, and then right over here. There. You want more shine? Let's have a little bit more right here, okay? There we go. There. You know what? I think I'm gonna go and buy, oh, careful, don't touch that. I'm gonna go get a real ice cream now. This is making me want an ice cream. Okay, enjoy, and yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.